Happy Lunar New Year. Wish you a joyful and prosperous year. Smart together focus on Power Query and Excel. May cover the Power Platform in future videos. Please make sure you subscribe and turn on the notification. Also, feel free to drop a comment to provide feedback, ask questions or let me know if there are any Excel, Power Query, Power Pivot or Power BI topics you're interested in. Say we have two source data. The source data included Excel formulas and has href, hashdiff, etc. Power Query doesn't like those data as input. If the model is built for other users, those users are not well trained for Power Query. A data validation report is handy for providing traceability for users to fix the input error. The data validation provides the table name, table row number, column name, error reason, error message, value, and action required for those errors input. Sound cool? Let's get into the Power Query editor, and I will show you how to build this report. Let us start with the blank query. In the formula bar, type in Excel current workbook. You get a table showing you all the tables in the Excel workbook. Filter for only the two source data. The first step is to add a custom column, and name it added table name. There are three arguments for the table add column function. The first argument is table, and the content column has the subtable. Name the column table name. When you see this main function, we use this function when we want to add a value from the table to the subtables. The X is the parameter, and the value from the name column is the value we're adding to the new column in each subtable. Let's preview to see whether the new column was added correctly. Awesome. Here's the table name. Rename the step to added table name. Now we want to add an index column to each subtable. Name the column, added index column, then add the table add index column function. Add index column is a standard function. You would usually generate this function from the toolbar. We're adding to the subtable. The standard function won't work in this case, so we have to write the code. The first argument is table, added table name. Name the column in the subtable, table row number. The initial value is 1, and increment by 1. Preview the result. Great. The index column is added. Rename the step to added index column. The next step is to combine the table. Right-click on the added index column, then select drill down. We now have a list of tables. Add the table combine function to combine them. Rename the step to combine tables. Scroll to the right until we get to the last column. The next step is to find the error cells, keep them and get the error message. There are quite some errors in the data. I always prefer and suggest working on a small sample data, then apply to all. Let's use the total column as our sample data. We also want to keep the table name and table row number. Here is a trick. When you want to keep the columns and have the column in the order you want, select the column in the right order. Right-click on the column header and select Remove Other Column. We now have the column in the order we want without adding a reorder column step. We want to keep only the error rows. Go to the Home tab, click on the Keep Rows, and select Keep Errors. We now have only the error rows left. Now we want to add a custom. Name the column, column name, then type the actual column name in the formula field. Rename the step to added column name. Add another custom column. We want to use the try error handling method to try the error column. It won't be dynamic if we add a column name directly to the formula field. We want to use the record field function to create dynamic code. Underscore represents the record, that's each row. Then, the second argument is the column name. Let's preview the record. The second record, the error record, contains the information we need. Click on the Expand button, and untick Has Error. There are 5 records available. We only need the first 3 records. Now go to expand the 3 records that we need. Untick the prefix. Rename the detail column to value. One last column to add, action column. The action is, please check your source data. You can use conditional statements here to have various action messages. Delete the error column, and we are done. Oh. This is a sample dataset. We have a little bit more to go. These are the steps to get an error column. We have a lot of columns. We can't tell when there will be errors and where the errors will be. So, we need to apply those steps to all columns. How? List.accumulate. Let's go to the advanced editor. To avoid complex formulas, we want to convert those steps to function. So, we can reuse the code easily and apply it to the list.accumulate function. Start with the function name, getError. Add parenthesis. Within the parenthesis, add our first parameter, name it previous step, and declare it as a table. Then add our second parameter, name it column name, and declare it as text. Update the highlighted code with our first parameter name. Click on the column name, total. You will see the same word as highlighted. We want to replace all of them with our second parameter name. Let's update each of the column name with the second parameter name. Now we need to finish up the custom function with the let and in keywords, and in the removed column step. We also need to update the highlighted code to the custom function step, getError. Update the alignment a bit, then save and close the advanced editor. Now we have our custom function created. Add a custom step. Rename the step to result, then clear the code in the formula bar. Start with the keyword let, and need declare two variables, column count and column name. We can use the table column count function to count the number of columns in the combine tables step. Close the code within for now. Add the second variable, column name. Use the table column names function to get the list of column name. Update the highlighted code. We have all other code ready and can start writing our list accumulate function. I have another video explaining the list accumulate function in detail. The link is available in the description. Write the list accumulate function in the in step. There are 15 columns, but the last two columns should not be included. So, the first argument should list numbers from 0 to 12 column count minus 3 equal 12. The second argument is an empty list. The third argument, start with X and then apply the custom function. Point the combine table step as the input to the custom function's first parameter and the column name for the second parameter. Add the curly braces at the end with Y, which instructs the code to go through each column. Preview the result, then add a custom step to combine the list of tables with the table combine function. Now check the result. We have the date of birth error missing. Go to the combine tables step. We didn't declare any data type. The date of birth column is treated as any type. So, this cell will not be detected as an error. Declare the data type to date type, then go to the latest step. Here you go. Error picked up. This is a very good report to direct users to the errors. Also, the list accumulate is one of the best functions for repetitive tasks. Thank you for watching, and I hope you find this video helpful. Please don't forget to click like if you like the video.